Is it actually possible to take a complex AI generated house and convert it to real Minecraft? And I don't mean using standard blocks, I mean getting as close to the image as possible using block displays. I was going through Pinterest when I found this. It's perfect, but here's the problem with the AI image. At first glance, the proportion in this AI image are actually pretty solid, but there's a catch. The textures it generated doesn't exist in Minecraft, making it almost impossible to build exactly like this. And honestly, this project might break my PC. Still, let's see if we can build it anyway. First, I had to be a detective. Since AI images are usually inconsistent, I had to guess the scale. I started assuming the walls were about 4 blocks wide, but surprise surprise, it looked tiny. I had to constantly adjust the height until it finally felt like a livable house. I used yellow concrete for walls, red for windows, and orange for doors. Looking at the image, it had a glass entranceway, which is perfect for natural lighting, so I marked that out. Since the AI only generated the front, I had used my imagination to design the back of the house and the deck layouts, which was actually the most fun part of the planning phase. Now for the hard part, the textures. The image had these light yellowish brown wooden panels that just don't exist in vanilla Minecraft. My solution? BDengine. I used AI to recreate the texture, put it on player heads, and then built a test wall. It looked decent, so I got ambitious. I thought, why not build the entire house in the engine and import it? Bad idea. A few days later, everything aligned perfectly, but my frames per second did not. Because every single block was made of 4 display heads, the game started chugging. I wanted this map to be downloadable for you guys, and right now it was unplayable. I spent days trying to fix this. I tried vanilla blocks, I tried different layouts, nothing worked. I was ready to quit. Alright, that's it. It's too laggy, let's just scrap it and start over. Alright Jeff, destroy it. Wait, if the heads are causing lag, why don't I just stretch the textures to use fewer heads? Wait, Jeff, stop! Sorry buddy, maybe next time. The stretching technique worked. The lag was gone. I got back to work aligning the main structure. I modeled those detailed square windows and the tricky semicircle one from the image. Then the roof. The image showed a tower, so I built the base and figured out a stair layout. For the roof tiles, I realized that candles, specifically red and orange ones, simulate that tile texture perfectly. For the bottom deck, I used dark, stripped wood, stretched again for optimization. I decorated it with a hanging chair and plenty of plants. Speaking of plants, I made a custom flower design here using coral fans for the petals. For the stem, I used a firefly bush. I think it turned out pretty nice. But we aren't done with the outside yet. From the balcony, I added a ladder leading up to the second upper deck. This is where the view is amazing. I added some comfy couches and plants up here. But the main feature is this custom spruce pergola, creating this perfect shaded area to hang out in. With the outside finally done, I moved inside. I had decided to put the kitchen here, adding necessary functional appliances like the oven and fridge. Initially, I hated the floor, so I ripped it out and swapped it for stripped spruce with pale oak walls. Much better. I did some small touches like dark oak wood rims, and then started on the custom indoor staircase to make the transition to the second floor look a bit nicer. Next, I worked on the main living areas downstairs, the dining room, the computer room, and I finished the entranceway with plants, paintings, and a welcome mat. Then I moved upstairs. I added the same floors and walls, working on the second floor living room with some TVs and couches. I then created a dedicated storage room and a cozy bedroom complete with paintings and cute decor. And then I realized I made a massive mistake. Back when I laid out the floor plan, I used half slabs for the second floor. I forgot that if you place furniture on half slabs, it floats. Everything was hovering 3 inches off the ground. At this point, it was already too late to rebuild the entire upstairs structure. I added the final lighting and touches, and now we're done. Here are the final results. The build is free and downloadable in the description. I'm also adding an unfurnished version for those of you who want to decorate yourselves or just want to save some FPS. If you enjoyed seeing me struggle with AI architecture, Hit that like button and consider subscribing, it helps a ton. Thanks for watching.